I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. It was another rough weekend on our stretch of the Delaware River, where the search resumed today for the body of a 20-year-old man from Ireland who was presumed drowned after disappearing Saturday while swimming beside a raft near the Kittatinny Staircase Rapids at Knight's Eddy in the town of Lumberland. Witnesses saw rafter Devin Harrison go under and not come up. A person in his raft jumped in with an unsecured life jacket and had to be rescued himself by those in a nearby raft. Downriver, two people seen struggling in the churning river water near Eddy Farm Cliff and Sparrowbush were pulled to safety. There was one common denominator in both incidents. The victims were not wearing life jackets.
We've never had somebody drown on the river that was wearing a life jacket. We've had 64 drownings since 1980, and all those victims had the same thing in common. They weren't wearing a life jacket and made poor decisions.
Park Service personnel were continuing their search of the river for the body of Devin Harrison today. Meantime, word has come of the recovery of a body of a person who reportedly drowned in the Delaware and Pike County 6 weeks ago. The as-yet unidentified body was discovered by fishermen south of Trenton, New Jersey. A Kingston man has pleaded guilty to a kidnapping charge for holding his girlfriend at gunpoint and assaulting her at their Elmendorf Street home back in March. After putting a bullet through her cell phone, 27-year-old Uriah Weaver held a loaded shotgun to the head of the woman, threatening to shoot her while their 18-month-old daughter stood nearby. DA Holly Carnwright said Weaver also beat the woman with the butt of the shotgun, leaving her with a lacerated liver and a rib fracture. Carnwright said Weaver had a history of domestic violence involving the same victim. Opening statements were made by prosecution and defense today in the Sullivan County Court trial of Paul Novak, the town of Tustin man charged with first-degree murder for the strangulation killing of his estranged wife Catherine back in December of 2008. Novak is also accused of burning down the couple's home as a way to cover up the crime and collect about $800,000 in insurance money. Novak has maintained his innocence throughout pre-trial proceedings. An alleged co-conspirator and former co-worker, Scott Sherwood, pleaded guilty to a conspiracy charge last month and agreed to testify against Novak, along with his former girlfriend, Michelle LaFrance. Defense attorney Gary Greenwald has called her a woman scorned, who is making up her story of Novak's involvement in the murder. Walmart is beginning to take applications to fill the approximately 200 jobs that will be created with the opening of the new Walmart in Napanoch this fall. The company has opened a temporary hiring center in the post office building adjacent to the new store off Route 209. The majority of new hires, both full and part-time, will begin work in September to help prepare the store for its grand opening. Walmart officials say they'll offer a job to any qualified veteran who has been honorably discharged in the past 12 months. They were able to tame the beast. Earlier today, new cadets from the West Point class of 2017 ended their basic training, known as Beast Barracks, with a 12-mile-long march back from Camp Buckner to Academy grounds. The march back ends 6 grueling weeks of training in basic military skills that prepares them for entry into the Corps of Cadets. The new cadets were joined by past West Point grads during the march back, with all of them later passing in review at the superintendent's residence, with proud parents lining the march route.
Pretty excited. It'll be a good feeling to know that 6 weeks is finally over and we get to be part of the Corps.
For the new cadets, this acknowledges their successful completion of one of the most demanding challenges they will encounter during their 4-year West Point experience. The new cadets will be officially accepted into the Corps of Cadets during an acceptance parade next Saturday. Monticello police have arrested a woman from Liberty for a scheme that defrauded a local bank out of thousands of dollars. 22-year-old Jennifer Dugan was charged with felony grand larceny and conspiracy. Investigators say Dugan opened an account at the Broadway Key Bank branch by using checks from a canceled account. She then withdrew money from the account at ATMs through a debit card and point-of-sale purchases at stores. Police say Dugan withdrew more than $6,300 from the closed account. Last week we showed you surveillance photos of 2 people caught in the act of passing counterfeit $100 bills at stores in the town of Ulster and the city of Kingston. Now, town police say 4 Queens residents have been arrested for passing phony 100s. 18-year-old Jonathan Torres, 21-year-old Mohammed Tokter, 20-year-old Vanessa Perez, and 23-year-old Maria Hernandez were charged with first-degree criminal possession of a forged instrument. Any area business that may have received a counterfeit $100 bill is asked to call Town of Ulster Police at 382-1111. And it's getting so close you can almost taste it. The first ever Monticello Bagel Festival is coming up this weekend, and Jeff Siegel, the third-generation owner of the Bagel Bakery, a Monticello landmark, is hoping the newly proclaimed bagel capital will see as many as 3,000 to 5,000 people in the village Saturday, August 17th, for a day-long event that will include a bagel triathlon, where participants will try to toss bagels the farthest, roll them the farthest, and stack them the highest. And it's a good bet that through all of this, plenty of them will get eaten. Siegel says he is ready to roll. His business on Broadway makes about 25,000 bagels a week. Some nice weather will move into the region by midweek, but we'll have to deal with a day of wet weather before then. Tuesday will be mostly cloudy and humid, with showers likely. The highs will be up around 80 degrees. Wednesday will be sunny and pleasant, with temperatures in the upper 70s. Make Record Online your source for news when it breaks, and keep up with all that's happening by starting your day with the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.